People of Reddit. What's the creepiest thing you can say to a person who just woke up?
You really should start locking the door. We've been waiting for you to wake up, to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. I had to have some sort of kidney function test. I was in college out of state and had some health issues and had to go back home and get all this investigative stuff done. But anywho, they tell me they'll be putting me under, then putting an instrument up through the large vein or artery that runs down the inside of my thigh, femoral. I don't remember, and running it all the way up to my kidney and doing whatever they had to do. Then I'd wake up and we'd be done. Then as they have the fourth in my arm, they're prepping the stuff to knock me out, etc. The guy says, so, you're going to wake up about a half hour after we're done and we've removed the thing from your body. Because of the location of the incision, and the vessel we're doing it in, it could possibly not close properly, and if it doesn't, you'll basically bleed to death. So when you wake up, it is imperative that you do not move for at least 2 hours after the procedure. If that thing starts bleeding, we may not be able to stop it. Okay, well, I guess I can't just say fuck it, I'm out of here, this test isn't worth risking my life, so, thanks for the warning I guess. I woke up, I had that one tiny thin sheet over me that hospitals love so much, and I was cold, so I was trying to adjust things to be warm. I had no idea anything else was out of the ordinary except that I half woke up and I was cold. Then I hear son, stop moving, from very close by. My mom had sat there through the entire thing so that she could keep me from moving when I woke up, since, you know, why keep me under till it was safe or like have, I dunno, a nurse standing by. Needless to say, I stopped moving, she asked for more blankets, and I didn't bleed to death. Thanks mom, you performed beautifully. Oh. It was alive. You sleep like my dead wife. My partner has really bad nightmares, trauma related, a lot. Once, they jolted awake at 2 a.m. out of a nightmare, to find our kiddo, 3 at the time, right next to them, tiny, serious face basically pressed against their nose. Mommy, there's a man in my room. Incoherent strangled nose of confusion. There's a man in my room. Having been woken up at this point, I jumped out of bed to go find out WTF was happening, my heart in my throat. As I slowly push open the kid's door, from down the hall I hear a giggle and, a snowman, mommy. Kiddo had just gotten a snowman toy for the holidays. Needless to say, neither of us got back to sleep that night. Don't worry, everything is okay. My wife said this to me one day as soon as I woke up and it freaked me out. Hours prior there was a terrorist attack / mass shooting in my hometown, at the bar my little brother had been at earlier in the night. He and his friends were all fine, as they had left the bars for the night a few hours earlier, and we were fortunate enough to not know anyone who was randomly gunned down. My wife did the right thing in reaching out to my family before I woke up so that she could assure me everything truly was okay, but goddamn that was a terrifying way to wake up. Whisper in their ears as you hug them I know and just let their imagination run free. My friend has a daughter who at the time was her foster child. She had a lot of trauma and did things that were at best odd, and at worst scary. Friend would often wake up to her standing over her looking at her and say I was watching you sleep. Took a while to figure out this was a line from Trolls and the kid was just being silly. That was 2016-2017 and kid is doing great now. Don't worry, it's gone now. Nothing, literally nothing. I had an old friend that used to be afraid to wake me up, honestly I have no idea why, so instead of waking me up they used to sit there and watch me sleep and hope that their presence would wake me up, and it was the scariest thing ever. It's 2 a.m. I am warm and cozy in my blankets, deep in dreamland. There's a soft touch on my shoulder, a gentle shake. I open my eyes to my wife looming over me in the dark. She leans down. There's something in the walls. Turns out a skunk had somehow made it deep under our house and was just screaming and banging around. And that's how we discovered our house foundation issues were way worse than we thought. My husband talks in his sleep. When we first got married, like 2 nights in, he suddenly sat straight up in bed which jerked me awake and said don't worry, you'll burn slow. Creeped me TF out. He's the sweetest person ever but that was alarming Lamau. Don't panic, or you'll choke on the tube in your throat was the first thing I heard while being woken after open heart surgery. Of course, I panicked, then I started choking and hyperventilating. 10 minutes later the respiratory therapist shows up, and removes the tube. Probably the worst way to wake up in the worst 10 minutes of my life.
Ugh, sorry about that. Thank you to everyone who stuck around until the end of this video. I'm the editor, Cheebler, and hold on, I just need to go and grab my script. Are you looking for high quality, funny, gaming, awesome, epic, cool, pushing P content? Well, you should probably stop listening to this ad segment, but if you're not, please go and subscribe to the Cheebler channel. It's my personal channel. It'll help me a lot, and I can't tell you how much I'll appreciate it. If you don't want to subscribe to my channel, hey, subscribe to this channel, or even better, subscribe to Lost Doomer on YouTube. That channel is owned by a co-owner of this channel, and I'm sure he'll really appreciate it if you do that. If none of that interests you, I'll redirect you to the description where you can find a whole host of Instagram pages that you should follow, and if you don't want to do any of that, well, I wish you all the best. This is Cheebler, signing off.